It is perfectly normal if you have a cat in heat to take a Q-tip and get your cat off.
Okay. Yikes. All I was thinking about is my famous character, James Gandolf Feeney. Okay? James Gandolf Feeney. This is my impression of James Gandolf Feeney. You ready?
You shall not pass, Mr. Matthews.
I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have. Let me try one more time. Let me do a little
Christopher.
I don't really watch The Sopranos, so I'm just doing other people's impression here.
Christopher.
All right. I can't do. All right, this is embarrassing. Please don't look at me. I'm Sean.
Public property. I cannot stop him. And there's a public street outside my house, and he can stand there and do whatever he wants.
James Gandolf Feeney.
You shall not pass, Mr. Matthews. You shall not pass, Mr. Matthews. You shall not pass, Mr. Matthews.
I don't want to do it too much because then you can't hear the bit. You shall not pass, Mr. Matthews. It's all right. Listen.
So you think Riley is not joking?
About coming onto my property?
Yeah, or in general. You think he's a threat?
Jesse, are you okay? No. Number one, I'm hot. I'm sweating. And number two, there are moments of this show where I go, why do I even have cameras?
I think that he intends to come onto my property. I don't care what he does there.
Well, if he stands on the sidewalk to do it, then maybe he gets enough arc.
You just don't want him there at all.
I don't know if he's a threat or not. I just don't want him there at all.
Push the bit, they say in the chat. Okay, you want a little bit more? Hi, Lenny. Hi, Lenny.
Hi.
Hi. Did you hear my character?
Yeah.
James Gandolf Feeney.
I get it.
See, now I'm not sure you do get it. Now, first of all, all right. So, do you know who James Gandolfini is?
Yeah, he's the guy from the Italian mob show.
Yeah, Goodfellas.
He likes the gabagool.
Right. Yeah. And then, do you know who Gandalf is?
Yeah, the white or the gray? Which one?
Both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, same
then
guy.
Gandalf the Gray and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight. And Benito Mussolini and the Blue Meanie and Cowboy Curtis and John B. the Genie.
Yep.
RoboCop, Terminator, Captain Kirk and Darth Vader.
Okay. Yeah, I'm following.
Lopan, Superman, every single Power Ranger.
I remember that. Yeah.
Bill S. Preston and Theodore Logan.
Okay.
Spock, The Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan.
All right.
Okay. Now, do you know who Mr. Feeney is?
Yes.
All right. So James Gandolf. Now, do you know Gandalf's famous line? He's got his catch cry.
You shall not pass.
Right.
Something like that.
Yep. And then do you know Mr. Feeney's his favorite student, what his last name is?
Mr. Matthews.
Right. Okay, so the bit here is it's all three of those guys in one.
Yes. James Gandolfini. I don't know if I'm feeling that coming through in the performance.
Let me try it one more time. You ready?
Yes.
You shall not pass, Mr. Matthews.
All right. I felt it that time.
All right,
three.
Okay. All of them. Nailed it. All right. Is this thing on? Hello? You're watching the show right now?
Yeah. How about you?
I don't know, man.
You come here often?
Nah, I gotta be honest. I'm not feeling this one. Should I just can I put this one in private? Can we just get DDoSed and I put this one in private?
DDoS in the chat. Come on.
Let's just DDoS the chat until I am forced to go away.
I had a question.
Please, the love of God, interrupt
I had
whatever
two
this
questions.
is. All right, I'll take up to 4 questions.
All right. So in the new original Biggest Problem in the Universe show,
Wait, hang on a second. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but HC Frick in the chat says, I still don't understand about the impression. I really want to get this clear to everybody.
we got to go back on that.
We might have to walk through this one more time. All right. Now, HC Frick, have you ever heard of James Gandolfini? He was an actor. Ask Mersh about it. You used to be a Mersh guy, right? Go ask Mersh about him. Come back to me. All right, go ahead, Lenny.
Between you and Vito, which one of you is going to be the dick and which one of you is going to be the Maddox?
I think that's pretty obvious. I mean, just ask yourself this. Which one of us is into our word?
Retards or rape?
Yes.
Both at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not like Dick. I wouldn't be sitting there trying to recreate the formula, the magic over and over again for the rest of my life. He had basically Dick Masterson's life has been chasing the dragon of that show from 2016. That's how old that is, by the way. Isn't that fucked up? Isn't that one of the most fucked up things ever? That's 2016. It's pre-Trump. Okay? Pre-Trump in the White House. His entire adult career now has been trying to relive the magic he had with Maddox. I wouldn't be doing that. There wouldn't be a Dick and a Maddox. There would be a Vito and me, Jesse, the greatest guy. And I would be, the master, and Vito would be like the slave, if that's what you mean.
You'd be the guy, I'm in a rage, and he'd be the...
No. There'd be no rages. It'd be brand new stuff. This would be more of like the original Biggest Problem in the Universe. You know what I mean?
Okay.
See that, like that word there, it means it's original. It's like a brand new type of thing.
This ruins my next question.
All right, well, go ahead.
I mean, have you considered a Sean?
Well, we will hire just the actual Sean for it. Sean, Sean is a free agent. He was on both of them. Both.
I was going to recommend Shaman.
No, I'm good. Because here's the thing. I have to draw a boundary. And Shaman does not respect these boundaries. I don't know if you've seen this, but Shaman is losing his mind over boundaries and calling cops.
He's going to call the cops.
He's going to call the cops. This is crazy. I don't know if anybody saw me tweet this. Comedy Shaman accidentally catfished himself again. Spoilers for the 9/11 episode. But Comedy Shaman got catfished again by himself. And he has now turned himself gay so many times that he's threatening to call the police on people over it. And that's where and listen, he has every right to draw his boundary. Okay, that's his boundary. Now, he doesn't color inside the lines when he draws, and it's a little hard to understand exactly where these boundaries are. And he might be redrawing them every single time he falls in love with a new catfish or starts using meth again. But the truth here is, Comedy Shaman did threaten to murder me. And that's kind of my boundary. Try threatening to murder me and my wife and my kids. For me, that's a big boundary marker. I'm going to start gerrymandering around that type of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
if anyone's annihilating that family, it's going to be you.
Oh yeah. I mean, come on. I'm going to Holt them. One day, they're going to be terrified. They're going to be sitting there shivering in their little boots Because one day I'm going to go, let's go to the cabin in the woods. And they're going to go, we don't own a cabin in the woods. And I go, and they know I don't like going outside or doing anything. Oh boy, you should be suspicious. If I ever come up with plans, you should be very, very suspicious of what's coming next. Bye, family. It's new family time. And I am, let's face it, I am getting to the age of second family. You know, my dad had a second family. A lot of, you know, some of the greatest men on earth are by this age would have had their third or fourth family by now. You're supposed to kind of start new families as you go. Try starting over, seeing what works, throwing out what doesn't. You know, like my brother and his sister. So, say bye, Lenny.
Bye, Lenny.
Bada bing, bada boom, baby.
I live in a hellhole, surrounded by idiots.
Podawful.pizza.
Pod awful one.